Malachi 3:8-10. King James Version. Will a man rob God? Yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offerings. You are cursed with a curse, for ye have robbed me, even this whole nation. Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in my house. And prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive. Oh, that's right. I'm on TV, huh? So I better make sure everyone knows what the fuck they're watching, huh? Here, oh, wrong page. Let's go here. Let's go to this page. And yeah, this is CCTV. And I'm your host, Brother R.A. And yeah, you can see some of what we did last week. You can see I got 7 views. Oh boy. And you know, should I go right into that? Let me just show this real quick. Brother R.A., single, never married, no kids. Okay, so Brother R.A. producing and hosting a particular show on television. And yeah, I got 49 subscribers, but doesn't matter if anyone takes a peek in and watches this kind of knowledge and information. Well, as Brother R.A., the brother with something to say each and every day, I have a different type of mindset. I practice meditation and movement, and let me just read. Shut up, R.A., pay attention. Philanthropic lifestyle mindset of 2 melanin-dominant black men colonized under melanin recessive inbred mutant albino with a calcified pineal gland English structure. One 20 years older than the other. One a master in the art of Tai Chi, meditation and movement. 2 black men come together valuing something more than profit. Of our calcified pineal gland albino children. That's the value structure that we're living under, but as Father Nature tapping into the liquid of the pineal gland, the meditation and movement and reaching a level of relaxation within self, we all know it is written in the Bible, I am that I am. And let's bring that up. We have that too. We're just trying to make sure we pay attention to that's on this particular page. go from Malachi to Exodus. Exodus 3. God says, I am that I am. And how is that I drawn? Do we pay attention to the configurations of such? Oh, here, since I have this picture up, let's show the teacher I'm talking about, Master Heed Robinson. And he's taken on a student who's on a particular path. And yeah, I was explaining at one point that in that shot there, that church, I was on the path to ministership, being Alvida's grandson. And being Alvida's grandson and having in the second grade being graduated from Mrs. Dow's class to Mrs. Hickey's class, two old ugly white women. And as I get into the, I'm promoted on trial. Richard Arthur always sitting in the first row, in the first seat, little black colored kid, and sitting there all the time. It's like, okay, now who am I to become? Second to third grade, I get promoted to Miss Hickey's class. Mr. Balf walks in the classroom. Richard Arthur, come with me. Walk me down the hall to Miss Brown's class. Another older, she wasn't as old and ugly as the other white women teachers, but tapping in as I deal with Master Heege, him teaching me to relax on a particular higher level. Tapping into my inner core of who I am as a divine energy. And after being traumatized, sent back to the second grade. I should have graduated high school in 1979, not 1980. Blemished and tarnished self-esteem, self-confidence, hurt. What is my level of self-esteem and self-confidence? Who am I? What am I about? I chose Morehouse over Holy Cross. And Morehouse is because that's where Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. went. And they don't want me to be a minister, so I'm going to be a minister. Get down to Atlanta. Wow, all these black people in the world? I didn't know there was this many black people in the world. I'm just reminiscing, going back after having dealt with my uncle's death. The pictures of our families, after seeing these people, all these thoughts, the second grade, that traumatization, graduate. I mean, David Doughton was in the third grade, and I was in the same class with him. And then I get taken out that class. Then when I go to college, David Doughton becomes my roommate. I'm like, okay. We go to the same school. He went to Clark. I'm at Morehouse, and just trying to understand, wow, they get a whole college for high yellow black women. Oh, that's because it was Rockefeller's, Spelman is one of the names of the Rockefellers, and who are these individuals, and there's a particular class structure of high yellow black women. I'm dealing with white girls now talking about, you ain't all that black, alright? What? Okay, fine. I'm traumatized. Oh, that's right too. Sacramento Street. Mommy gets called and Mommy starts taking me to 3 Sacramento Street, where you take the blocks and put them in order or whatever. And I guess eventually Mommy came up, or the therapist or whoever came up with the thought, oh, he's not slow. He's just a perfectionist. He just likes to make sure it's done correctly. So, working to be this minister down in Morehouse, and then running into Steve Coakley and understanding, the upper echelon of black men. I mean, fraternity orders and so on and so forth. The boule, how they emulate our melanin recessive inbred mutant albino children value structure, dead slaveholders. Yeah, value dead slaveholders, and yeah. No, but dealing with Master Heej and the ministry in movement. Okay, Master Heej would call it meditation and movement. But what is my role and responsibility as a melanin dominant black man with a liquid pineal gland? Being balanced and leveled to the earth and tapping into my self-esteem and self-confidence and belief in myself, and then understanding and reading the meta-netta, or what you would call hieroglyphics in their talk. But what does the one mean? Tapping into all levels of yourself. All right, 15 minutes into the show. You can't be all that dramatic, my way. Get your act together. You got pictures and family and everything else. We're talking about Danny's funeral. And Danny, he transitioned to the other side. His services were at the same time that my teacher, Master Heej, his teacher, an Asian gentleman, transitioned at 87 years old or something like that. Asian gentleman who showed this melanin dominant black man Master Heej, my teacher, meditation and movement. And I'm just dealing with my experiences and how I'm changing it from meditation to ministry, or what is my significance as a melanin dominant melanin. Let me define biological living light. Biological living light. A child of the S-U-N. The U. How is the cup drawn? What is the U? S-U-N. The snake. Or the S. Understanding, going in from the lower end, in and around and coming out the upper end. The sun. S-U-N. N coming from the bottom, going down and back up. Sun. What is the significance of the drawings of the metanetta or this writing? The communication from 7 to 10 generations down the line as Father Nature, being melanin dominant. I'm tapping into who I am. I'm going in and running into all my family. And then it's like the Asian gentleman, his ceremony, from what Master Heej was saying, was 3 days. And he said maybe 1,000 people showed up the first day, on the wake day. And then, was it yesterday or the day before, Master Heej went to the burial of this Asian individual. And there was maybe thousands of people, 4,000 with 20 state troopers leading to get him to his burial ground. Uncle Danny, my blood, my father's youngest brother, the youngest of 7. And the youngest of 7, what type of reputation did Uncle Danny have? What was he about? And just trying to understand who I am as a thinking black man who is seeking the mother of my children. Who am I? What legacy do I keep on? Does it matter if you watch this? Or is this my therapy? Is this me exemplifying how to tap in to my motherfucking self and raise my self-esteem and self-confidence and be relaxed? I'm trying to find the mother of my children. But before Uncle Danny this is the last time I saw Uncle Danny. I saw my Uncle Danny, and I think I don't know. Some say he may have fathered 17 children. 17 children. Who am I? I ain't nobody. I'm just trying to think because it's not illegal yet. Trying to tap in to my divinity. All off script. Trying to tap into my divinity of what it means to be a thinking black man. On a biological living light, melanin dominant site. What am I looking for? Looking for a self-confident black woman that's open to tapping into her melanin biological living light, dominant abilities with a higher levels of relaxation. Wouldn't mind working with me and preparing our bodies for conception. I choose not to have an oops, baby. Am I asking too much? How many have left my page and ignored this nigga? Okay, now let me add, we won't have to prepare for conception ideal. I'm looking for a woman to interact with on a mature, intellectual, independent, melanin dominant, forward, black thinking way of communing using our liquid pineal gland, the equalizing, balancing element of our spiritual being. We can become yin-yang energy once again, looking for a mature black women with significant confidence, self-esteem to converse with about our role in this societal value structured system. I'm thinking 7 to 10 generations down the line as a paternal figure for 9/10 melanin dominant folks. Black man asking to work with black women for the future of humanity, HUE. How much value do blacks have for their individual undivided? Individual is spelled in, divided. Are you inwardly divided? Or have you put your Lego blocks in line with one? And feel divine. Is this illegal to do this on air? Share a new way of thinking? Specifically if you're melanin dominant? I am Father Nature. 400 years of psychological mind fuckery. We've been jacked. The birds and bees conversation I had with Uncle Woodie, and let's see if we can get to those pictures. I got some family pictures up here that I wish to share and show. There's too much stuff to share and show. Y'all can't see all of that. I'm getting beat up by this. Oh, here, I can show you some of this. This is Uncle Danny's funeral. And so the pictures are going up. There's just so much to communicate as a divine energy, and is it easier to change the value of your thought process of how you behave in life? What is your role? What is your function as a spiritual energy? I know I have come into this world alone. I will die alone. But what am I going to do in between? I think that young lady was another daughter of his from a different wife. And I'm just sharing pictures. If family gets to see this or not, but who am I? And what is my role? I think there's a young man there. It's like, can I share and mentor to other young black men about what it means to be a black man? What is my role? What is my duty? What is my function in living life? Do I have a role and responsibility for the next 7 to 10 generations down the line? Actually, I do wish to show that. That's the moon last night. I tried to take it from my bedroom window, and I think the North Star was there. The purpose of the moon is when you saw last week's show when I showed the 3 pyramids and how our ancestors understood what a sphere was. That's why there's the all-seeing eye at the top of the pyramid. So how do you figure that out? I mean, if you're the only one on the planet and you get to watch the environment and you see the moon half, that's a straight line. How do you communicate the significance of being a straight line on 3 different levels. I'm talking about not only on the definition level, the connotative or the innuendo level, what is the real meaning, but in the abstract. And then when you look at not only the line, but how are the numbers drawn? That you draw a 1 like this, and the I like this, and the 2, half on a straight line. I mean, you balancing half a circle. 3, what is the 3? That could look like ass cheeks. Uncle Danny. Brother R.A. Yes, I perform the art of cunnilingus. And a real man always supports a good woman. But have I found a woman to tap that deep into herself? And those that have experienced me, no. So it's like real life, drama, understanding the depths of who we are is divine energy. What is life about? What does it mean? Watch this image here. Net cube. Looks like a crucifix, but it's... How many squares is that? It folds up into a cube. A straight line. Now, how do you show depth of your mind? With a behind. Look at that 3. 1, 2, 3. I just made up that rhyme, but I thought that was funny. So, math, our ancestors working to convey a particular message. Through the metaneta. Meditation and movement. You being able to tap into yourself with your straight spine, your level chin, at a higher level of grace and relaxation, self-esteem and confidence. Who am I? That little boy walked out of the third grade back to the 2nd grade, had to do the 2nd grade over again. Therapist concluded, oh, he's not slow, he's just a little bit of a perfectionist, likes to get it done right. So, chose the path of ministry. In the past, the study, dudes was talking about, yo, did you see the honey in the 4th pew? She was dope, yo. I'm like, I have my fair share of women. I've done my this and I've done my that. And, yeah. It's, oh, that's right. I need to get here. I did this one, I did that one. Now we have to go to this digital aspects of Brother R.A. I said I was talking about my fair share of certain things. Do I wish? Yeah, let's do this way. Because it's going to be bad anyhow. All right, here we go. Who am I, Brother R.A.? And I'm talking about Uncle Danny and his sexual escapades and who he was, and Brother R.A. and my sexual escapades. You know, I'll admit, yeah, I've probably slept with maybe 50 some odd women, you know, and being an open brother, I'm like, I just showed you the shirt with the art of cunnilingus. And if I'm going to ask a woman to perform the art of fellatio on a brother, then I should at least experience what fellatio is, huh? And you're like, oh my God, R.A., well, what do you mean? Here I have Pope Francis on the 8th day, and what was at the Peta, the MBP, the Roman Catholic Orthodox Jewish tradition of orally sucking the blood off a newborn's penis after circumcision. This practice, also known as nip and suck, has resulted in numerous babies contracting genital herpes and other STDs, some leading to brain damage and death. Nature of the beast. And what is this image here? Outside the Catholic Church. Okay, enough of that. Let's move on. Time is not a brother's friend. Me and my dramatic self, huh? So we're talking about family and pictures and who I is and blah, blah, blah. Danny, this is Grammy. Grammy had 7 children. What's the value structure of life back then? 1910. And so this is my mother, Christine, Aunt Evelyn, Aunt Jean, Aunt Joyce, Uncle Ricky. Am I putting out too much personal information? This is Uncle Danny has transitioned. Uncle Jimmy has transitioned. Stephen has transitioned. What is the life expectancy of a black man in America? Who am I? I ain't nobody. But I'm trying to raise self-esteem and self-confidence. And what is the information being put out there? Black folks are genetically inferior, and these are pictures of my family. That's Grammy and Aunt Joyce. I'm wondering what this motherfucker's saying, talking. He's like, oh my God, I already put all that shit out there and kick your ass. Danny's son, Uncle Danny's son, Uncle Danny's daughter. That's me and my square head. Lisa, my cousin, she was there. You may have seen that picture, Lisa. This is Eric. He transitioned HIV, AIDS, herpes, something like that. That's my sister, and this is Larry in lockdown. I'm like, this is who I is, living life, trying to survive in America with white supremacy and racism and so on and so forth. But there's no more racism. It's all done and over with. Black people are the same. We got blackish. I'm just talking about who I am as a thinking black man single, never married, no kids. Yeah, let me go ahead and read that shit. I'm all off schedule, off track. I got 20 minutes left. I'm just trying to think outside the box. I started telling you about the melanin dominant piece. How many have already left my show? How many have left? Ignore this nigga. Okay, let me add. We don't have to prepare for conception. That's the ideal situation. I'm looking for a black woman to interact with on a mature, intellectual, independent, melanin-dominant, forward black thinking way of communing using our liquid pineal gland, the equalizing, balancing element of our spiritual being. We can become yin and yang energy once again, looking for mature black women with self-confidence, sufficient confidence, self-esteem to converse about our role in this askewed, valued, structured system. I'm thinking 7 to 10 generations down the line as a parental figure for 9/10 the melanin dominant folks. Black men asking to work with black women for the future of humanity. How much value do blacks have for their individual selves? Do we value that? We are divine already. What's our role to the future? And another internet dating site, I think way outside the box of normal. Melanin, biological living light, dominant with the liquid pineal gland man that takes time for self and taps into practicing meditation and movement. Cotton field Tai Chi, deep abdominal breathing in Roxbury Tai Chi Academy. I hope to speak to women who takes time for herself regularly, loves self before one can love or cater outside of self. My favorite thought, I don't take care, my favorite thought, you don't take care of your feet, the furthest part of your body away from your heart. How well will you take care of your partner or mate who is not a part of your own body? Honestly, but don't know how realistic at 57 I chose not to have an oops baby. Now I'm ready to father my blood children. I feel good about my mind and my health. Now having self-esteem and self-confidence in this cultural society. I would appreciate a mate who would be of the mindset that we spend 8 to 10 months to detox our bodies for the preparation of conception. Being a media professional since 1988, I understand the skewed value structure of the past 400 years, or some odd. I'm also a polygamist. It is written. You can have as many women as you can provide for her and her children. Let me find one. And I put in some black emojis. And they have various shades of black emojis. Thought that was rather interesting. And of course I put in my little goof and laughing and smile. Let me find one. Oh. I am Brother R.A., brother with a lot to say. BrotherRA.com. Seeking the mother of my children, but not sure how many non-Christian females are willing to see or value their femininity as Mother Nature. She gave birth to the human life on the planet. So is she willing to see the divinity within herself and not externally? We are spiritual within. Still practicing even after 20 years of cotton field Tai Chi, performing the 108 postures in 20-minute dance. Shares with me that's the type of redundancy we need to maintain to develop our internal chi. Not necessarily cap on the bottle, cap on the bottle, cap on 40 hours a week, earning dead slaveholders' image on cotton fibers and wood chips. Paper called money. Yes, I'm a controversial talk show host, producer, character. Oh shit, I can still type more? I started having seizures after I got kicked off of MIT radio for interviewing authors of Transformation of America, the true life story of a CIA mind-controlled slave. Will I get censored? If this slides by, I never had a seizure before I got kicked off that radio station. Then I seized behind the wheel 4 times. Oh, how dumb. But even dumber. Oh, I can ride a bike. I can't have a seizure while pedaling. Wrong. Seized on my face twice. Losing 2 teeth. I feel my smile is my war wound in working to raise the consciousness. Yes, I share melanin-dominant black people inbred with parents' genes so similar, the genes didn't interlock, but they clashed. Melanin-dominant interlock. Melanin recessive clash. They don't come together. So, 7 minutes left. Hurry the hell up. Now, yes, I share melanin-dominant black people inbred with parents' genes so similar the genes didn't interlock but clash. So the planet's 1/10 population is melanin recessive inbred mutant albino. Being aggressive to survive in a cold, dark, overcast environment, These beings control the media and the distribution of information, hence serving an energy outside of self and not within self. It is not taught every life born deserves to live with high self-esteem and high confidence. Now, for me to find the mother of my children, I'm more than willing to make female friends that feel me, my energy. You read this, reach out. You hear me, reach out. Any age, white or black. I'm not on Facebook. I got kicked off of there too. Freedom of speech, characters are running out, so I'll shut the fuck up now. You have any interest in this, brother, holla. I got my 42. Let me see. Did I cover all my bases? I get through everything. The photos. I know there's more I wanted to show. Family Pics, who I is as a knucklehead in this family. But, I think I showed up. I put out all the pictures. I'm doing good for time. Oh, this is what I wanted to put up. Oh, I don't have that. I'll start with this one. As I'm dealing in down the street from Kendall Square, genetically inferior. And I have to drive by Biogen and Genzyme and Pfizer and Sci-Fi and what is this about genetic engineering and Gattaca? I mean, if y'all are familiar with that, what are we talking about? The valids and the invalids? The valids are the ones that were genetically engineered, as opposed to the invalids, which are the naturally ones that have sex without any type of manipulation. So you have a valid and an invalid. Who am I? I ain't nobody. I'm just tapping in to real life. I'm just working on being real, not a little blackish. I'm not faking the funk. Oh, and for background music, go to YouTube. the channels that play the R&B, old school music. I can't play it. I don't want to have to deal with copyright infringement. Because, you know, there's freedom of speech and capitalism and this media and that media. And I'm just a media professional, perfectionist, working on means and ways of me to elaborate cotton field Tai Chi in my ministry under the tutelage of a black man from Arkansas. I live in Cambridge, near Porter Square, with this philanthropic mindset to think above and beyond Harvard and MIT. Harvard got them anchors down there. What is that? Lockdown on knowledge and information? We're keeping the ship stuck here and fucking stupid. Just before the Charles River. Harvard back, oh yes, the intellectual mecca. Harvard, MIT, yes, Cambridge. I'm talking about, which one am I got kicked off of 4 radio stations? ILD, Touch, WMBR, and Brown. Am I saying things that are offensive, or is it just real? I'm just not faking the fuck. or the funk. I get about 40 seconds left, and this motherfucker, oh, is she outside? I gotta pack up. Here, yo, watch the aerial shot. Girlfriend, oh my God, I dramatized that. See you, bye. Oh my God, I gotta eat my banana. No, I don't have time to do that. Put that over here, put the desk back. Hopefully she's not out there.